Welcome back, everybody. We're going to talk about three more possible interview questions that you might get asked in a different ways for a job for a junior level or mid-level DevOps slash SRE positions. Some of them might come for a senior role. I'm not too sure. If any of it does, the expectations are the expectations for the answers are different. But anyway, let's get started. So the first question today is, what is your experience with IaC? First of all, this means the interviewer is expecting for you to know the term IaC. IaC stands for Infrastructure as Code. Um, Generally, it refers to things like Terraform or CloudFormation and tools like that. You can include YAML for Kubernetes in that too. Anytime you use code to deploy infrastructure, either on-prem or on cloud, this is called infrastructure as code. The advantage of that is you can version control it, you can roll back it, you can do all sorts of things that you could do with normal software code. Now you can do for infrastructure, right? That's the whole idea. The interviewer is really putting you on the spot for you to tell him or her what you've done. He or she is not asking you a pointed question like what, how do you do this, or how do you do this in Terraform or anything like that. So you have to be ready for this question, because if you're not prepared, then you will be confused about what to say, right? So you have to know, based on your experience, either in a job or in your practice, what kind of coding you've done to deploy infrastructure, for example, using Terraform. So you have to use that as your answer. As far as the what to say, that depends on your experience. But if you played with anything with Terraform or CloudFormation or YAML, you will just say what you did. Second question today is, how have you created CICD pipelines? Again, the interviewer is putting you on the spot to tell him or her what you've done, as opposed to asking you a pointed question saying, how do you do this using this tool, right? So here you will talk about anything you've done with, say, Jenkins or Cloud Build or AWS code commit, code pipelines. There are many other tools like that. I'm forgetting the names of those right now, but whatever you've done as a job experience or as you're learning CI/CD pipelines, you should be able to talk about that in somewhat detail. And you shouldn't take any more than maybe 2 to 3 minutes to answer the question, but there will be follow-up question based on what answer you tell the interviewer, right? So here you have to tell them what you've done either with Jenkins or Cloud Build or any other continuous integration, continuous deployment pipelines that you may have done in your experience. Moving on to the next question, what do you prefer, a virtual machine or a container? Now, this is really a trick question, because there is no right or wrong answer. It depends on the use case, right? Generally, people try to prefer containers because it's lightweight, it's easy to manage, it's throwaway. You don't have to have virtual machines that you have to keep running and so on and so forth. But that's only possible if the code that you're deploying are actually containerized. It's a Docker image and or equivalent, right? You cannot put a Java software that runs on the virtual machines in JVM that is not containerized on a container. That doesn't work. So again, your answer should be something to the effect of, well, it depends on what the use case is, and then you give examples of both use cases, just like I just did. All right. I hope you found these questions useful. I will, as you can see, I have many more in the pipeline to make videos about. I will continue to do so because these are very useful for people who are trying to break into this industry as a entry-level or a mid-level DevOps slash SRE engineer. All right, I will see you in the next DevOps SRE interview video.